best tip I give to start entrepreneurs and startups is make sure you document your story because you
Mm.
won't be able to look back until you get where you're going
Yeah,
to
right.
see how it goes together. But make sure when you get that first, clinical trial result or the first experience or the first client signing, even if it was a free moment or you had a
Right.
barter for something,
That's
like
right, yeah.
document that because that becomes part of your narrative. That in a few years, when you're ready for a PR professional, they're like, thank goodness you
Exactly.
have the
The
receipts
receipts
to
over, yeah.
show the effort. Because I think a lot of entrepreneurs, tell their story a little too late. And
Yeah.
it's like, oh no, I've been building this for a while. People thought maybe my company was built overnight. And it's like, no, it took 20
Nah,
years.
and there are individuals themselves, entrepreneurs, they don't bring a lot of baggage in with them. I think, of course, I've done it, and this is the way I do it, and this is the
Mhm.
way I've always been doing it. So they're going to be a little hard to adjust. What do you find the gratification is working with the entrepreneurs or working with the corporate folk?
I find that people who have a growth mindset, no matter where they are the
Good.
people who would respond best to me. There's always going to be people who are not so creative or innovative in change, but
Hmm.
people who are interested in what's ahead and to set goals that get them where they're going are drawn to work with me.
I
I
like
work
that.
with great Fortune 500 leaders who have the desire to be effective communicators,
Good.
people who value humanity and people first cultures and people centric best companies to work for, they
Mm,
would be most aligned to
good.
where I'm headed. And as I start my own company, I'm very intentional about making sure that leaders show up intentionally. And that's why we have to be
Exactly. Yeah.
consistent
Sure.
with our communication.
I think it's extremely important for people themselves knowing that you have that type of skill,
Yes.
that you've come from the corporate world. Okay. And then you're down all the way down to those individuals and inspiring entrepreneurs.
Yes, and that's why I think I get hired and asked back because I can handle the stress of a corporate Fortune 500 executive leadership team and the
Right.
high stakes moments that they're facing. But I can also relate to the entrepreneur who's wearing a lot of hats, who's maybe at $1 million,
Mm,
wanting to grow, has a growth mindset. Maybe their growth could look like what's their exit, and they need to make sure that they want the highest value for that. And that's part of selling a brand and
good.
selling a business, and there's a lot of equity that they can build in
Ah,
there. So I meet my clients where they are,
yeah.
and that's why we I have a deep relationship with
Sure.
them because and they continue to ask me back for more work